clothes. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank take small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet.
Type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bang, tight, low bang.
Carson Wentz gonna hurt my feelings. I'ma hurt his.
She said, "What you gonna do if I leave?" I said, "I'ma do me." B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot.
Oh my God.
I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse in my family not having. I'm passionate like just after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins that'll pay your whole semester.
That was bullshit.
Again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I miss Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I got Chanel and Magic. She did it again, imagine
what up,
them.
though?
About to make these pumps magic again. Oh, back to them.
Right in front of my eyes, grab the corner, you know what I'm saying?
Diamond chains on my ankle.
What? I ain't dropping no LB.
In real life, they did.
For what?
I don't know. They said wave slash injured OB.
No way.
Yeah.
Good gracious. The whole reason I picked my nigga.
Well, you can now join the on-go FA and try to get him back.
Yeah, a team gonna get that one.
Yeah. That's I don't know why they. I don't know what he got to do. He can play versus that.
Hey! Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit back.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens.
Somebody put in this other league on there. Ruben Foster. OTB for 3 seconds.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
3 hours.
But get it though. In the league, you can't trade first. So seconds is basically first.
And I mean, yeah, I guess that's not too odd. I mean, could you ever get a first?
Nah.
They
They complain like there used to be a trade committee for any type of first involved, and now they just made the rule can't trade rookies and can't trade first.
All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, 56. Blue line it. Gone. They go play action here on first down. Webb can't escape as he goes down.
Yeah, that boy got
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Off play action, it's Webb. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. We look forward to try it again later.
Davis, Webb, Kirk Cousins got hurt. I
hell
just remembered it. I just remembered when after I threw the ball. I was
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Hopefully he makes it.
Out of the gun, it's Webb.
Oh,
And
Cook!
that is
I mean, Sanders is,
incomplete.
damn, he actually passed it right.
How about the execution of that
My
defense
nigga
right
Sanders
there?
didn't
Zone was
even catch
absolutely
the
locked up
ball.
tight. He was trying to force
That's
it in there on
crazy.
third down.
But if there's a time to force
This
it, he
one I
felt like he
thought
needed to make a
18
play,
was
right?
Yeah, exactly
This
right.
fucking
Third
game.
down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
You can't even really control your dudes, bro.
6
Like,
yards
18
on the
was,
return.
at least it
And the
was good
Broncos
to
take
where you
over,
could
first
control your
down
niggas.
and 10.
They was doing what I told them to do.
It's a glitch that I have in like you hold R2 before the play starts, you like accelerate forward and you get no control. Just run.
That shit crazy. I ain't found out about that shit.
Mac,
nigga.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go again with Cannon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Cannon. And so the ball comes
That's
out.
the only
This
run play that
unfortunately
worked.
wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive.
I don't think he can pass.
Blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I'm about to stop him now.
I know a lot of these tight ends, like guys, stretches,
Because I just remembered that. only want to run. Like, even on third down, bro. 3rd and 10, the boy want to run the ball.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass.
Oh, I blew it. I was the safety and fucking chasing all that underneath.
Jack Doyle, his first
How y'all
touchdown
don't get a
here
sack?
in the new campaign. And the
That nigga
Broncos
had
have
racing
taken the
last
early
time.
lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Webb, throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a hole in football pretty quickly.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
A play fake. Now Webb. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Webb. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied at 7.
So a
tie ball game here as the kick's away.
If they would, if we could still Like toward the end of 18, bro, 18 had
yards
gotten,
all told as
they
he's
had
taken
him
down back
fixed,
shy of the 20.
It wasn't,
The Broncos
running
offense
wasn't
now
OP.
gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
oh yeah, we out here, dirty bird, nigga, blackbird.
They're going to take possession of inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
We dirty, we black.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me. You can never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time.
Yeah, it's more so
how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Webb to throw. That's going to be at the 10-yard line. And inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ain't that right cut?
Wow.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up with a 3rd and 5.
That one would be talking about.
Now from the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season in this game. And the Ravens are in for 6. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Back to throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Go.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run with Cannon.
He didn't move this. Boy, had to hold us
He's up to
wide
about
open.
the 37. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
This nigga let the clock tick down to 1 and then call timeout. Like it's... Oh, man.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Yeah, he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I can't find
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they're on it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third and long, it's gone. Going deep for Moncrief. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
There's no
Ravens
point
offense
in
now. They get set to head
outside.
back on the field.
As soon as you do
and
it,
that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end and live it up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, I'm glad a lot of my leagues
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
I got the Raiders in like 2 weeks. No, 3. Including MGA. I won't have to MGA. That's crazy. I'm changing teams.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good job.
He got 29 yards that time. Webb now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To throw, well, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack
I
him
hate
back
the way
at
they
the
just
33-yard line.
let the defensive line push
And we
upfield,
say it all the
stumble past
time,
the block,
have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Here's Goff. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Leopard. Leopard. Hot.
Back to the air on second down. Webb. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Webb steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Webb going to keep the offense out to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Webb, and he finds Cook, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Here we go. Detroit.
Now a first down throw. Webb. Sanders has it over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On second down, Webb. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for a loss on the play. From the gun on third down, Webb. And he's going to go down again. Preston Brown in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw on second down is gone. Flush to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the gun on third down, gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Webb. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Webb now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Webb. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. On first down, it's Webb. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes a fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, gone. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact,
and he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Alex Okafor able to drop him for a loss of 4. 14. 12. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. Out of the gun. Goff. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play fake. Now Webb. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action, it's Webb. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, Webb. And it is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jack Doyle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Again, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Webb. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Preston Brown in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Webb now. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Goff. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, if I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
66. 17. Value 3. 12.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short. But give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living. Yeah,
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, we can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes. I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V2L. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face I place my like a drive-through. Feel it, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
Wow.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many to handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, whoa, 200 pins off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when the prayed I didn't lose. Shame.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Thicker the bag. Being in my bag, now lacing the beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just eating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggers, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, now the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on in Keys, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one in the all in the same. Broke it, end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bait. Talking about she don't come with no John in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing.